Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Berseria. We have a couple of these lovely little things to listen to, and then we're going to move on with the plot. Actually, we're going to move on to one of the other extra islands, but you know, same thing, same thing. So, what's going on over here? I see a...
Just when are we going to be allowed free access through Vorta Garden? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helavis are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep, standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vorta Garden were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way, wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vorta Garden. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
Especially you're not even a demon.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
Their Velvet goes being boring and rational. It is a little interesting and weird. You know, you've got this massive issue going on all around everything. Hi, kitty. I actually heard that meow, and I had a momentary flashback to Xillia 2. I was like, there's a cat here. Let me find the cat. And I'm like, wait, I don't have to find cats in this one. And then I was sad. Because what's the point of playing a game if you don't get to find cats? I mean, like, really.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
How do you polish the
You really throw
underwater
your
parts?
back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia is our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas.
Oh, there's a guy behind him.
Apparently, her unusual
There's a
design
cat's voice
comes
change.
from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third.
Was the mysterious accident named
People
Eisen?
thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Eifried came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Eifried want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, she looks interesting.
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
How can you...
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Eifried stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him.
Okay, that makes
Although
sense.
At first,
Cat, stop hitting things!
I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Eifried and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting
That
back.
doesn't sound like you at
The
all.
crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Alright, that's interesting enough. I was going to say, how does the Reaper's Curse affect them before he shows up? But yeah, that was before the Day of Reckoning when no one could see him and he was still there. Alright, and so now the whole reason we're here, if you recall, is that we needed to restock up on life potions before... Because we managed to beat the first island, but I'm not keen on going to another island this low on supplies. So first off... Sir? Cat, I can't see. Move. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think I heard the buy noise, but I couldn't actually see what was going on. At the tavern in Logris. Is this Logris? There's definitely something in here, so I'm glad I came in.
Man, I heard that the merchants in Port Renede are making a killing now that the sea gate is shut tight.
No. Nothing compared to a merchant like you.
There are people profiting from this?
Well, of
What are you
course.
talking about? Anyone who wants to head to North Gan has to sail around West Gan now. And those ships need to put into Port Renede for supplies.
That is true. Still, it's only until Vorta Garden is repaired.
Your friends in Renede wouldn't happen to be paying off the Abbey to delay repairs, would they?
You think that'd work on the Abbey? They're not as lax as the church was.
So that's it. You're in cahoots with the church.
Hey, relax. I'm just saying, there's a lot of nasty rumors circulating about those priests.
So not everyone's been hurt by Vorta Garden's closure. Interesting.
There's a front and back to every coin.
I was gonna say,
Except your coin only ever turns up tails.
yeah, I was gonna say, that's almost anything that happened, there's gonna be some people that are put in a better position because of it. Alright, so can I get back on the ship? Because I do want to get to that other island, and I'm not going to go scouring the entire world for green exploration points. There's supposed to be a treasure boot somewhere, but I don't see it. And I'm not really spending a lot of time looking, to be if we're being honest. Okay, we've already been there. Class 4's in the Beast Quarters where we haven't been yet. That's odd. What is this? I do like how they have the map like framed that way. They don't have a complete, explorable area, but it's just still nice to show the way the world looks.
The Bloodwing Butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
And it was good information.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up? Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
You don't worry about it.
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh? Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
A black, full-chested dove. Is that some sort of underworld code word?
Cuckoo indeed. I love this game. Okay, so let's give this one a try.
Don't get careless.
When I'm this close, I won't miss!
When he's this close, he won't miss, guys.
Better watch your step.
We're already to level 3. These battles are always so... One second. Can I change the... I can't. I swear the music of this game gets super loud for battle. And I want to turn the battle volume down a bit because I can barely hear myself, and I think in the recordings I've seen that you can't really hear me during a battle either. Get it? So after the battle, I'll go and turn this down. Alright, wave 3. Hi, guys. I love it when they group up like that. Just makes my job super easy. Man, they just keep getting stunned non-stop. I love it. Oh man, again. He's just knocking those out of the park. What the hell? How did I die? I hadn't even... I guess I'd been using that so much I was down to 1 hit point. That's probably what happened. Bad enemy. I had not been looking at my health in a while because I've just been knocking these guys out non-stop. Leave my brother alone. I wish there was some indication of how much more there was. Come back here. All right. Apparently that's the end of it.
Around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
There's all of that stuff. People did say you could do this repeatedly in order to get a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you could just keep resumming it. But that seems like... granted, I guess there's just different ways that people play games. I have never been able to... I don't like farming in order to become overpowered. I'll do a challenge, I'll beat it, and I'm bringing it down a little bit when I'm in my Fire Emblem 3 houses. People are like, oh, just like attack them with no weapons. It'll take forever to kill them, and you'll build weapon skill. I'm like, that is stupid as hell. Like, no. That doesn't make any sense. Who would play that way? That's just boring. And I guess some people play games in order to sort of like fill out a power, because they want to be really strong, and they'll do what they can that's kind of tedious and boring in the early game in order to just be overpowered and wreck the game, because that's how they, that's what they think is fun. Which is fine, I'm not passing judgment, but it's definitely not me. Okay, so I need to go to Logress. I do think Zexion is... Let me real quick actually check the real map. There is a real map, right? Kitty, please. Oh, can I actually do that now? I kind of do want to do that. Okay, a Logress is there. I'll do that whenever I get logically called back there. So yeah, Logress is south of that. Nobody wants to hear your meow meow. Nope, not even me. Alright. And like I said, there is one treasure box somewhere. So keep your peepers peeping for it. Thought that was a thing. I was like, I see a Glimmerdoodle over there. I am going to investigate said Glimmerdoodle. Is there a secret treasure box? Yep, there is. Haha. Oh, this one I just legitimately missed this whole time. I thought it might be like a apple gel, where I'd seen it before, but I didn't care. Because I had 15, so I just left it in the box.
Here we are, back in Logress. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act?
Coo, coo.
Okay.
I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
You're not an adult.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
I'm surprised Velvet didn't have anything to say.
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing.
That sounds like a terrible
and
language.
the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, because you hate emotions.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated, apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals. The Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its
Look at you being a
final end.
poet.
The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
So here's my big question. Why is, and I think I brought this up before, but why is literally every RPG that's ever been made have a ancient civilization that is much stronger than the current civilization? That's not what's supposed to happen. Man, you should have damage with an attack. This is dumb, but they're all together. Okay, I made a profit off that. I saw it, where'd it go? There it went. It's funny, I had a massive, challenge to beat these guys, and this one battle is just, straining me. It's not that I was really in danger, it just took a while. Hello, Logress. Oh, you're not Logress yet. Now I can say hello, Logress, because now we are actually here.
Man, the capital sure is big.
Yeah, with historical buildings and artisans and all,
You've
there's
seen the
much of
capital
interest
before.
here for a boy who loves to learn.
Uh-huh.
Sightseeing's nice and all, but don't wander off and get lost.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
I know, I was just saying.
That was interesting. Velvet almost, accepted chastisement. Not really, but she was like, yeah, you're right. Kitty, I can't see.
You look like travelers. I have some good news for
I
you.
love good news.
The restrictions on travel to the Aldina Plains are going to be lifted soon. The road's opening back up!
So, that's the latest word on the streets?
Ha! I see what you did there.
I try to liven things up around here.
God damn it, Modulo.
Well, ever since Lord Artorias became the Shepherd, demon attacks have gone down. The world's filled with hardships, but perhaps things are starting to go in the right direction.
Perhaps. The demons who nearly destroyed Helives are still skipping about on the loose, though.
What?
And just the other day, a village near Salt was destroyed by the demon blight. Guess the capital doesn't mind, though.
What?
Don't worry about it. Your shepherd and the Abbey are going to save the world, right?
Listening to you has kinda gotten me all nervous again. If you hear any other scary stories, let me know, please.
Oh, this guy loves scary stories.
I've got one with fresh blood, melted bodies. Oh, maybe that tale about the demon doll that comes alive.
If you're going to waste time, we're leaving you here.
Well, that's enough of this detour then. Sorry to be such a drag.
Wait! That doll one sounded really cool!
Yeah. God damn it, Velvet, why are you fishing the fun police? I want to hear about the doll story. Terrible, Velvet. Terrible.
What's with this crowd?
Modulo's troupe just put on a real show. Man, it was the best. Her dancing was every bit as great as I'd heard.
Modulo?
Wow, the Modulo?
Surely you mean Mogilu. Has my time to bask in fame finally come at long last?
No, we're talking about Modulo, not Mogilu.
You know, Lulu, the famous dancer? She actually goes by the majestic Lulu, but everyone calls her Modulo.
Just watching the beauty of her dance, you can't help but feel like maybe everything's gonna turn out okay in the world.
Sounds like a pretty cheerful act she has.
Cheerful? This is all a ripoff! She's just trying to pass off as Mogilu's menagerie and profit from our good name!
What good name? We don't actually perform anything.
I was planning on getting started eventually, but now this con artist comes along.
You can't
and
pretend to be
ruins
someone that doesn't
everything.
exist yet.
I can't just ignore that, you know.
Wow, can you join our troop
Modulo!
and replace her?
You did great today, Modulo. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But according to my teacher, I still have a long way to go. I'll work hard to do better next time, so I hope you'll come see me.
Modulo's teacher is a dancer named Balta, whose immense talent brought him all the fame in the world.
All of it?
But Balta suffered a tragic injury that took him forever from the stage, and now Modulo was working hard to carry out his dream.
So, you're Modulo then?
I am. My teacher and I work really hard to put on performances that'll leave a lasting impact. And I refuse to let anyone call me a phony.
Oh? And how do you propose to stop me? Taking it to the stage and seeing which one of us can better hold a crowd?
Yes. That's just what I was hoping
Oh
for.
god, what did we get ourselves
Go around
into?
picking petty fights.
No,
But sir, this woman...
this is the episode of Fun Police.
You should know better. If you have the energy to spare spitting vitriol at people, you should refocus that anger into moving your body. If you need to express yourself, do it on the stage.
That's literally what she was just saying.
Yes, sir. You're right. Teacher, is the pain acting up again?
It's no matter. What does pain compare to losing the ability to dance? Anyway, what matters is how you're holding up.
I'm fine, sir.
Good, then let's head back and practice some more.
I wanted to... This
He
episode is
seems
full of
stressed.
disappointment.
He does. But keep in mind that Balta recognized her talent at a young age. He even adopted her so he could pass on everything he knew. He might be strict, but only because he believes in her.
Are you a freaking
You
fan?
sure know an awful lot about them.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm sort of a fan of theirs, you could say.
A teacher and his student, chasing after the same dream. What a sweet little story they have. That's why I think it's high time for Modulo's Menagerie to put on a show.
Well, have fun with that.
And for our act, we'll be a comedy duo.
Comedy? Where'd you get that idea?
You heard me propose a challenge to little Modulo, right? But not one of you knows a single acrobatic trick.
Sorry. Don't apologize. You couldn't have seen this coming.
You never saw
you
it
could act
coming.
like you feel a little bad at least. Now, normally I'd make you guys do something flashy like jump through a ring of fire, but I'll be magnanimous and let you do comedy instead. With comedy, I can take control of the stage and keep things lively. I can feed you the audience on a platter.
But going on the same stage as Modulo, it's too much.
Is this
to
actually
handle.
going to happen? I want this to actually
I
happen.
can't wait to take her down a peg or two.
I'm out. I don't even know why you're bothering. It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. Plus, if we do well, we'll be raking in the dough. What better opportunity do we have to get started than now? After all, people will come thinking we're Modulo's troupe.
You're sure eager to profit off of her.
I was going to say, you
name.
weren't just accusing her of the same
Exactly
thing?
the material I want. Keep throwing out such zingers and the audience will be in stitches.
I'm not sure I follow, but okay.
The only thing getting thrown out is gonna be you.
You know, I think you could pull off being the straight man in our act.
What? Keep your compliments to yourself.
This plan might sound dumb, but more money never hurts.
Is this an actual minigame we
Listen,
unlocked?
Not you too.
Then it's settled. Now we just need to book ourselves a few gigs. I've got an in with all the stage directors
Wait,
in
why
town.
do you have an in with all the stage
For now,
directors?
I think everyone should pair up so we can figure out just what sort of comedy chops you all have. Everybody?
Even me?
Certainly. Each one of you is a part of Modulo's Menagerie, after all.
Be in!
I'm not so sure about this.
Firefly Barracuda Crew.
Alright, now it's up to you.
Fortune telling. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So there's still something I haven't found here.
Show
So
him
let's
how
go again.
Ifreed's crew can sail.
There's still one more thing here.
Whenever I hear Modulo's name, I can't help but think of Mogilanica.
Who the heck is that?
Mogilanica? Who's that?
Oh, she's just a girl who worked as part of the freak show. Talked to spirits nobody else could see.
That's her, all right. She had many mysterious powers, like moving things without
So
touching
someone that
them
could talk
and
to,
divining where people would find lost objects. For a time,
always forget what their
people
actual
called
name
her
is,
the
the
Little
Izens.
Witch. She was pretty popular.
Thanks to her, the rest of the troupe took in plenty of cash. Or so I hear.
Yeah, but eventually they took it too far, and the kingdom tried them for heresy. I hear Mogilanica was subjected to
that's
really
terrible.
brutal torture.
True fact. Everyone knows this story.
Well, I've never heard it.
That's not too surprising. It all took place when I was a young woman myself.
Remind me, Modulo. How old are you again?
What? How old would you say I am?
Well, from your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
So is Modulo Mogilanica? That would make sense because we definitely know that she can. She's had a long-standing rapport with spirits. Okay, Kitty, I have to be able to see the map, so I know where the hell I'm going. Someone really needs to teach cats about mini-maps and how to look at them. Alright, and here's a save point. We'll come back later, we'll hit these other couple of places, and we will talk to the wonderful person that we're supposed to talk to. Because that's the way we do. Thanks for being here, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.